Hi, Jeff Marshall, Heritage Conservancy President, with the last of the top 10 projects that I was able to be involved with in the 40 years I've been at Heritage Conservancy. And I admit this one is probably more memorable because the impact it had on me personally and on my evolution as an architectural historian. In 1985, we did a National Register nomination for the village of Wycombe that's located in both Buckingham and Wrightstown townships. And as the note says, not only did I get a sense of satisfaction in learning how to do these nominations and learning more about the people and the places that they entail, but I get to drive through it every day on my way to work. And part of the National Register nominations impact was the fact that there's a stone bridge in the middle of the village that was deemed inadequate and was going to be demolished and replaced by a modern span, and the community was up in arms against it. So we got involved in this project. What I also found fascinating about it is while doing the nomination, um, we were trying to determine what the appropriate boundaries for the district were. And this village was built when the railroad came through in the 1890s, with the exception of two or three older houses that were at this area. It's all a railroad era Victorian period village. So when we were determining boundaries, we were looking to expand it, and I received a note back from the National Register Review folks saying, don't expand the district to the northeast because that building is too old for the historic district, which made me pause for a second. Not used to people saying that something is too old to be historically designated, but the point is that it wasn't during the period of significance. And this became a wonderful little Victorian town that you drive through. And it is also important because it introduced me, and not that it's all about me, to a Doylestown architect who is probably one of the more remarkable, under recognized architects um, anywhere, and that's Oscar Martin. And he did a lot of buildings in Bucks County. He did bridges because he was a supervisor of bridges. And in fact, you see the bridge at the lower right hand corner, which was a stone arch bridge, which is from 1905, that was restored rather than replaced. And then you see these other examples of his architectural embellishments. We see a colonial revival building in the upper right hand corner, and a Spanish or Mediterranean building in the lower left hand corner. And this building in the lower left that you see with the hip roof and the curvilinear cross gable is something Oscar used throughout his career and in a number of buildings in Doylestown. So, Wycombe has always been a personal favorite of mine. Uh, and it continues to tell the story that this effort was funded and began from the local community's concern about the character of their little village being changed without some sort of protection. So it is the last of the 10 properties or projects that I wanted to share with you that I think had influence on how Heritage Conservancy is perceived, the successes that we've had, and the work that we do, and how we are looking both at the past, the present, and the future in terms of protecting our resources. So thank you very much for your time.